So the competition is over, and well, I don't have access to that account anymore. They're actually tallying up everything right now to figure out where we're at. I was so the account is closed. So all of the trades that were actively open, they closed like I don't know what time they actually closed, but they closed mid trade. So I'll have to track to see how they would have played out for the end of the day. But basically, the account balance is $254,763.41. Well above break even. Unfortunately, that does put a little limit on the idea of carrying this out for 6 months or 90 days, 3 months. So, yeah, it does put a damper on that. Now, I could start a brand new account and work towards that. But I believe one of the things that has cropped up in my mind is I've talked about the Forex hedging guy, and it seems like he's done with YouTube and he has not been back on. I know I've enjoyed his stuff, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue what he was doing, and I'm going to basically start with what he has. So, and I'll as he explains and teaches the stuff that he's going through, I'll add anything that from my own experience that I can pour into, maybe give it a little bit of insight, and then from there just continue on. Currently, I have I started up my $1,000 account. It is up to 1,800 now since Sunday, so it's been really good. I've had a couple of clean trades, is what he calls them, where you don't have to get hedged or anything like that. I've had a couple of clean trades that have put me into that $800 profit there. I am in one hedge with Euro GBP, and it is, I mean, I'm just waiting for it to do whatever it's going to do. And then I am trading NZD USD. He traded USD CAD. I'm going to trade NZD USD only because I've done the math as far as the swaps and everything like that and the pip count. And NZD USD for me seems to be the best of both worlds. The spreads relatively low, and the swap fees, which is something you've got to account for if you're going to be doing hedging on like the 4 hour like I am, and you could be going a couple days over the time frame. You don't want the swaps eating into your profits that much. So I'm doing it that way. So that is that. Trading view competition's over with. I don't know where I placed as far as in the whole entire competition, but I ended with a profit. I did not lose my capital, and I did not go below. I did go below the original balance, but I didn't end below the original balance. So, I mean, that multiply that by 30. I don't know. How would you figure out whether or not this is profitable within 6 months or 9 months? I keep saying 6 months. I don't know. You can just, 30 days. I think it was 22 days. See, I'm going to go through probably this weekend and actually dive into each trade and look at them and see how they played out, and start looking at each instrument and seeing what the actual win rate was per instrument. And then see if I had, some that did better than others. Was it more of a 50-50 all across the board? And based upon, the targets and the profit, or based upon the targets and the position size, that's actually just what kept me going. I have no idea. I have not interrogated the data yet. That is the key important part about getting into this career path. You have to get the data. You can ask all the questions, you can watch all the videos, you can look at all, you can do whatever you want outside of trading, and you will still not find profitability until you actually get into the markets and start trading. You need to get on the bike. You need to actually practice the actual concept in real life, not just think about it and conceptualize it. You actually need to do it. So the data is where it's at. You should be data driven. That's what's going to tell you what is working and what's not working. It's going to tell you if your little tweaks to everything are beneficial or not. And it's going to tell you if you can make it. It'll it'll help you when you have losses, to build that trust, that to know that even though you have losses, your winners are going to outshine your losses. You don't know that until you have the data to back it up. So you have that data to prove to yourself, yes, even though I've lost 3 trades in a row, I know over a long stint period of time, the numbers play out and I'll be just fine. So when you're just starting, you don't have that. And unfortunately, we'll find a strategy, we'll run with it. It might work out really well for the first month or so, and then we hit a losing streak and we're like, oh no, I need to change my strategy. I need to find something else. This isn't working. I have all these other Discords and Telegrams, everything. Look, they're all profitable. Let me go try what they're doing. Sorry, if you really, really want to get into this, you need to stick with one strategy until you master it. Simple as that. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's smart money concepts, if it's support and resistance, supply and demand, trend lines. It does not matter what it is. What does matter is your consistency to it. Because once you find a way to stay consistent to it, you'll be able to find the things and fine tune that strategy to make it work for yourself. Then from there, it's a scaling concept. Okay, well, what else can I do to either increase the amount of trades that come in, that way I can increase my numbers, or find better quality trades, that way I can increase my position size that into a particular trade and get money. Like, it's completely and totally scalable in many different ways. You just have to be creative about it. But you can't be creative about it if you don't trust what you're doing. And you can't trust what you're doing if you don't have the data to back it up. So get into the markets. This is it. This is it for the trading competition. This is the last video for this series, for this playlist that I'm going to have here. Oh, nope, I lied. It won't be the last video. The last video I do will actually be the breakdown of all the trades that I've taken. I don't know if I'll have it all in one video, if I'll break it up. I'll probably break it up. I'll probably just focus on like SP 500 and talk just about that, and then I'll break it up for the other videos as well. Just so it's not, I don't know, number one, I don't want to sit in front of the computer that long to go over all of them. And then number two, I don't want such a huge video that's like hours and hours long, because I mean, I don't even know how long it's going to be, but yeah, I'm going to go through the process of interrogating the data on the, like, recording that. That way you can see what that looks like. Somebody asked on Discord, they said, I don't know how to collect data. Like, what am I doing when I collect data? And that's a valid question. Some people just don't know what, like, there's so much you could collect. What is important, what's not important. And so it's like, there are some, and then for somebody to say, okay, now use the data and have that drive your strategy. It's like, okay, well, what does that look like? So that's where I'm going to do just that. I'm going to look at each particular instrument and the way that they played out and see if I can basically tweak what was already done to be like, if we had done it this way, this is how everything would have played out. Would it have been more profitable, about the same? You know, how would that have looked in real life? And so that is how I'll be doing it. I will break it up. I'll break it up. Success in trading, it takes time. It takes effort, it takes patience, and it takes discipline. If you are willing to put in the work, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. I'm not a mentor, I just consider myself a coach. So if you're ready to take your trading to the next level, click the link below to join the Discord, and let's get started. I am not selling anything. I'm just offering my help because I genuinely want to see you succeed. So let's make your trading journey a successful one. So hit the link below, join the Discord, and let's start talking. I look to see you in there.